I am a painter, and my work is drawn literally from my experiences in living. As a result of looking back over the events in my life, I see that the curricula that I was following was carefully designed to create in me this desire to define what it is to be a woman. There is nothing that was included that wouldn't move me in this direction. I see that my parents were unwittingly cooperative in setting me on this path, and that it was the design intended for me when I chose to incarnate. I have finally understood why I am here. There is no blame. Everyone has participated according to plan. When I was a child in the 30s, it was clear to me that my parents were disappointed to have 3 girls and no boys. There was little value placed on females in my family, in society, in the Episcopal Church. My father thought women had it easy. The church blamed women for the expulsion from the garden. Women were either whores or saints. In my personal life, there was no woman whom I admired or aspired to be like, with the exception of my paternal grandmother, who was warm, supportive, and full of life. When I was 18, I lost my virginity unwillingly, hemorrhaged for 3 days, and was told by my father that no man in his right mind would marry me. I thought I was damned, and I was also very angry at feeling worthless, without honor or value. What does it say about our culture when my value seemed to depend on a piece of skin? In many countries, it still does. For shame. My life's journey has apparently been about finding out what value women have, what is the truth about us. I read a lot about Jesus and the red type in the New Testament, trying to find out what he really said about women. I read the Nag Hammadi papers, the Lost Years of Jesus, the Gnostic Gospels, Gospel of Mary, Gospel of Thomas, on, trying to understand where the truth lay. I wanted to find examples of women who were marvelous, glorious, sexual, powerful beings. I explored tales of the Celtic gods and goddesses, pagan stories, times when women were esteemed, and both men and women were connected to the earth in a sacred communication with the Mother. I was outraged to read that during the Inquisition, the Church exterminated 4 million women who were herbalists, midwives, educators, independent thinkers. Where is the lament of this atrocity? I hear about the Indians, the Jews, the blacks, but what about the women? It continues to this day all over the world. We in the States appear to have been victorious as we have the vote and are allowed to compete in the offices, along with the men for power. In my opinion, our power is in our connection to the earth, to our bodies, to seasons, intuition, and a profound knowing. The paintings of women with Jesus, meant to be translated into glass and to inhabit the church, are intended to include women in the church as real human beings, not saints or whores, so that women seeing them can feel seen themselves. I paint Jesus as a Middle Eastern Semite, not a saint and not an Anglo-Saxon either. My paintings are my way of showing the power of the feminine and our inner landscapes or realities. My big paintings are meant to describe women in all our glory and inner richness, the dark, mysterious feminine incubating life. I also delight in painting a man being blessed by nature, full of celebration and joy. I would like to live long enough to see this be the norm.